Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Home Choir. Fantastic to see you all. Welcome to everyone who's here in the chat. Special hellos today to Kathy, heading back to work for her second day this week. Good on you, Kathy. You've got this. Hello as well to Jackie and her mum, Gwen. Hi, Gwen. Good to see you. Thank you for being a home chorister. I'm glad you're enjoying all of this fun. And I shall say hello to everyone else in just a minute. But of course, just give me a moment, if you don't mind. Just make sure that everything is working as it should. We've got some really beautiful music this afternoon. A little bit of Monteverdi, which actually comes from the last few years of the 16th century. So this is a very, very old song, nearly 500 years old, this piece of music we're looking at today, which is, it blows the mind to think. And what would Monteverdi think? What would he say if he knew we were singing his music today? Well, to be honest, not much, because he's been dead for a while, but still. Let's just see how things are getting on. That's nice. It's not quite the instrument I had in mind. There we go. Not quite the sound for Monteverdi, is it? So let's put it back on that one. Marvellous. Do I have the magnificent acoustic of Patrick Cathedral today? I do. Qual può dir maggiore. Lovely. You do need a beautiful acoustic for Monteverdi. I also need to double check a couple of things here, everyone, so just bear with me. So let's just check the teaching file is ready to go. Of course, you've all seen, I hope, the score in the description. Huge thanks, as always, to the wonderful, wonderful CPDL. But I will have the score on screen for the whole thing. I'm just going to click through and double check. I've even managed to block out the words for the various verses. So we've got all the repeats. Fantastic. We can go through the whole thing. Good, good, good. Right, let's play that again so it doesn't disappear off the screen. And the other thing I need to just check is that we can hear the recording. So here we go. Good. Lovely. And back to that. I had a lot of fun recording the Monteverdi. I don't think we've done any Monteverdi on the channel. We've done a fair bit of Renaissance music, a bit of Tallis and Bird and Campion. Of course, we've sung Palestrina, but I don't think we've sung any Monteverdi, which is a huge omission on my part. I'm sure you'll forgive me, but at the same time, it does seem that after nearly 2 years, seems a bit remiss on my part to have included quite as much of some composers and nothing from Monteverdi, given how incredibly important and influential he is as a composer. If you're new to his music, can I thoroughly recommend listening to pretty much anything that he wrote. He's credited with pretty much single-handedly inventing the genre of opera, or at very least setting out the way that opera was to be performed and to be written. I didn't actually invent it, but he took the idea of combining music, acting, drama, beautiful sets, combining all of the arts into one work. That's what opera means, after all. And his operas, the Coronation of Poppaea or Feo, they are absolutely wonderful and well worth enjoying. Here on YouTube, of course, you can watch complete performances of Monteverdi's operas, and I would thoroughly recommend doing so. He also invented many other forms that we know, the madrigal, for example, the canzonetta, which we're singing this afternoon. So I'm a huge Monteverdi fan, and if you're new to him, well, do have a listen after this broadcast, of course. Now, so everything seems to be in order. Let me just check. I've got my drink ready, so I can actually take a moment and welcome everyone. Of course, we've got lots of people watching us later on. It's always fascinating to see how many people watch after we've broadcast, and we end up with hundreds of views for people who watch us later on catch up, perhaps whilst preparing a meal or going about their day. Well, to all of you, hello. Thank you for supporting Home Choir, and I do hope you enjoy today. It's very, very lovely music. Hello to everyone who I know is here, but not in the live chat today. So as always, a very special good morning and hello to Helen and Bill in California. Hello, folks. A very special hello to Anne and to her friend Linda. Hello, Anne. Hope you're very well. Hello to Sue and Tony. Hello to Katie in Thornbury. Hello to Sally and Annie. Hello to Maureen. Hello to everyone who is here, as I say, but not in the live chat. And then hello all of you, chatting away, having a wonderful time. As I've said already, Kathy, hope your second day back to work goes really, really well. And let me say hello to everyone. Gloria's asking, how's my eye? Oh, bless you. Thank you, Gloria. So those of you who are unfamiliar with what happened back in December, I had a little procedure on my eye here just to stabilise the cornea, because it had been slowly degrading over a period of years, and by all accounts it's gone really very well. I have to wait now until the end of April, where they'll do a follow-up appointment and just check that it's all as it should be, at which point I can get a contact lens for this eye, and then I'll be able to see clearly and perfectly for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, in 5 years. So to say I'm looking forward to that day is perhaps the understatement of the century. I am desperate to be able to see clearly, but at least I know that the procedure has worked. The shoring up of the cornea, it wasn't a very nice process. I do have to share that with you. It was not the most fun thing I did last year, but it does seem to have done the trick. So I can't fault the Bristol Eye Hospital. A wonderful, wonderful organisation. The doctors were brilliant. And of course, while I was there, lying there having the procedure done to me, I was talking to everyone. And what was I talking about? I was talking about homechoir. I was talking about Choir of the Earth, and I made sure that they all had the web addresses. Everyone in the operating theatre had the web address of homechoir and Choir of the Earth, and a promise that they were going to go and look it up. So if you are watching, anyone from that team, thank you for the job you did, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So how is everyone today? It's great to have you with us. Lisa, it's lovely to have you back with us live as well. This is the thing, I know you're all so very, very busy, and lots of you have busy lives, and please don't ever feel bad about not being able to make it to a broadcast. I know you'll be watching later on and catching up, but when you are here live, it's lovely to see you and lovely to hear from you. So I shall start by welcoming, hello Alison, lovely to see you. Thank you again for your lovely email and for the ringtone. Alison, ladies and gentlemen, has been busy sending me Android ringtones. So those of you of the Android persuasion, when one of your favourite ringtones turns up on Mobile Madness, well, you have each other to thank for that. Hola to Anna. Hola, Jota. Lovely to see you both. Hope all's very well in Portugal today. Hello, Angela. Hello to Annalisa. Hello to Barbara. A very good afternoon to Carol. Hello, Christine and Terry. Hope you're both well there. Hello, Diane. Hello to Dorothy. Hello to Liz. Good afternoon to Fiona. Hello, Gina. Hello, Glennis. Hello, Gloria. Hello to Epi. Hello, Jackie and Gwen, of course. Hello to Jane. Good afternoon to Janet. Hello, Jen. Good morning, Julie. Hello, Karen. Hello, Kareth. Who's just popped up at the top there? Oh, I've missed somebody off the list. Well, I hope I haven't missed anyone. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Kit Kat. Hello, Linda. Hello, Lisa. All the best to your mum, Lisa. And yeah, great to have you back with us live. Hello to Lisa as well. Hello, Gaynor. Good afternoon to Linda. Hello, Marion. Good afternoon, Mary. Hello, Michael. Hello, Mike. Hello, Nikki. Guten Tag, Norb, and Guten Tag, Ruth. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Shan. Good afternoon, Sheila. Hello, Susanna. Hello to Terry. And all right, Terry. Great to have everyone here. I hope you're looking forward to learning some lovely Monteverdi. It's only in 3 parts today, which means we have plenty of time to not only learn the notes, spend a bit of time wrangling with this old Italian. And that, I'm talking about the language rather than the person I've got standing off camera. It's beautiful, beautiful words. It's actually a secular song. Quite a lot of Monteverdi's madrigals and canzonettas. Well, he wrote a lot of sacred music, there is no doubt, and pretty much invented the form of instrumental music that we know of today in the Baroque. But he also wrote a lot of secular music. He was such an important Renaissance man, almost literally the definition of the Renaissance man. And I'm really looking forward to sharing this with you. I just love his style. I love the way he writes. It's almost effortless, the way that he composed, and particularly when you realise that this music that we're looking at today was composed, well, he was born in 1867, and this music was published in, 1567, and was published in 1584. So he was a very young man when this was written, 17 years old, already having music published. It was always going to be something special. So cheers, everyone. And let's see how we're getting on in the comments. Oh, it's lovely to see everyone being, as always, so lovely and supportive, asking how they're doing. Janice is not the guy in the garden. Absolutely. Never wrangled with an old Italian. Oh, we do have fun, don't we? Well, look, everyone, speaking of having fun, I I do hope you can join me on Friday. We have, I think, an epic Fun Friday to look forward to. Not only do we have that fabulous hang on, a lovely bit of Funiculi Funicola, which is a great song. But we're also going to be premiering the latest Mobile Madness, and I've called it Useless at Sport. I'm dedicating it to everyone out there who, like me, was the last to be picked for every game in PE. The useless one, the one who was stuck out at the back of the pitch to try and catch the ball and would always fail to do so. And someone said to me the other day, you know, you working out all your deep-rooted psychological issues through the medium of music, and all I'll say to that is yes, absolutely. So if you were like me and you were terrible at PE, then you're going to want to be there on Friday, because we have an anthem for those of us who were useless at sport. Now, but anyway, that is Friday, nothing to do with today. Today we are very much in the realm of the Renaissance, and we'll be spending the afternoon, this next half hour, in the company of one of the greatest composers ever to walk the planet, Signor Claudio Monteverdi. And so if you're ready, I'm certainly ready. I think we should crack on and learn some music. So do please grab the score from the description if you want to. The score will be on screen, though, nice and big for everyone to read along. We will break the rehearsal down into 3 sections. As we have a top part, which can be sung by tenor or by soprano. We have a middle part, which can be sung by alto or by baritone, and then a bass part as well. So 3 parts to learn, and I promise you it's a gorgeous piece. So keep each other company here in the chat. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Make sure you've got your drink ready, and I think we should get started. So here we go, everyone. I think we'll do the biddly-doos, even though it's a classical day. Here we go. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. And a very good afternoon, home choir. Thank you for joining me today for our bite-sized Baroque programme. And we've had a wonderful bevy of Baroque delights over the last few weeks. We've had Bach and Handel and Vivaldi. Last week, we had that lovely bit of Thomas Arne. Well, today we're going back in time even further. We're going back to actually the late Renaissance. But the composer that we're featuring today, Claudio Monteverdi, is in many ways a significant figure in the Baroque era. If you aren't familiar with his music, his Vespers are absolutely astonishing. His operas are wonderful. We're singing today one of his canzonettas, one of his short little songs, which I've been saying to everyone is in 3 parts. And we're going to learn it 1 part at a time. As always, we'll warm up in a minute. We do have a birthday to celebrate today. We're going to wish Margaret a happy birthday. And of course, just remember, everyone, as I've already said, join me on Friday for our Fun Friday programme. We've got a fantastic array of very silly songs, including my new song, which is called Useless at Sport. But let's get warmed up, shall we? Can I invite you all, please, to be upstanding? That's great. Those of you who are able to stand up today, can you plant your feet or shoulders width apart? And those of you who are seated, you know what to do. Just because you're sitting down doesn't mean you can't enjoy a warm-up. So straighten your back for me, sit up in your chair. If you are sitting in a chair, something that sometimes helps actually is to sit with your back away from the back of the chair, so you're not sort of slumped back and you're sitting almost on the edge of your seat in anticipation of this fantastic warm-up. Feet flat on the floor, everyone. And let's take a few deep breaths in and out. Wonderful. Breathing deeply, everyone. Splendid. And as we're taking these breaths in and out, just allow any tension in your jaw to just melt away. And as it's melting away and running down through to your neck, allow that to gather any tension there, down into your shoulders. And it's all just like an avalanche, just getting rid of any stress, any tension. Let it run down through your body, down through your legs, through your feet, and off down into the ground. That's where it belongs. We don't need to carry any stress, any tension with us. Certainly not for the next half hour, because this is your time. So we're going to relax totally from the jaw to the neck, to the shoulders, to the upper arms, chest, down your legs, down your feet, and get rid of it. Well done, everyone. Take a nice deep breath and sigh. Lovely. Let's do that again. Deep breath and a deeper sigh that goes into the chest. Excellent. Well done, everyone. Let's do a bit of gentle humming. So we'll start here. Let's have the lovely acoustic of Patchway Piazza. Here we go, and upper semitone, and one more, and an ooh, and an oh, and an eh, everyone, and another, and an ah with a tall mouth, one more, and the usual ma ma ma's. My turn first, please. Ma ma ma, your turn. Excellent. Ya ya ya. Excellent. Ta ta ta. And caw caw caw. And one more. Ya ya ya. Well done, everybody. Now we're going to sing Happy Birthday to Margaret, and then we will crack on with this Monteverdi. I see a comment in the chat from Mike saying, what does Qual può dir mean? You will find out in a minute, Mike. I shall share the text and the translation up on screen when we start the teaching, just in case anyone's worried. But we have a birthday today. It is Margaret's birthday. Dear Margaret, thank you for being a home chorister. And everyone, if we can sing for Margaret, please, after 2, 1, 2. Oh, no, not the biddly-do. Wrong button. One more time. 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Biddly-do. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Margaret. Happy birthday to you. And a biddly-do. Sometimes things happen on this channel you just can't script. Oh dear, what a lot of fun. Anyway, everyone, it's time to sing some Monteverdi. So let's bring the slide up on screen. As I've said, score is available in the description. Thanks as always to the wonderful CPDL, the Choral Public Domain Library, without whom I think we would really struggle to put on all these lovely pieces of classical music. They're a fantastic resource. Do please go and make use of their website. So now this piece, as I've said, it's by Claudio Monteverdi, who wrote and published this when he was still a teenager. His greatest works, I believe, are really from around 1600 on, which is known really as the start of the Baroque era. So this is technically, rather than a bit of bite-sized Baroque, it's a bit of bite-sized Renaissance, but I think it counts. I think we can get away with it. Now we can see here the Italian on the left and the translation on the right. Qual può dir maggiore, pianto dal ciel discesa in terra nata, c'ambrosia dolce tanto delicata. Apologies to Annalisa, by the way, for my terrible Italian pronunciation. Now the translation, as you can see here on the right, what greater plant from heaven, born on the earth can there be than sweet ambrosia? So delicate, but on a green branch are seen united virtues together in rivalry, giving rare sustenance to all. I tell you of its virtues no other bestows, only ambrosia of heaven given by Jove. So this was Monteverdi setting poetry from the age, from the era in which he lived. So this is late 16th century Italian poetry set to music by the great Monteverdi. Now let's bring the score up on screen. You'll see actually it's quite a straightforward little piece. And if I just run it through on the slides here, we have the first section, the first 3 bars repeat. So we've got a first time and a second time bar. That's what those brackets mean. So we sing from the beginning to the first time bar, we go back to the beginning, and we sing to the second time bar, missing out the one with the number 1 above. And then we have the second section, which repeats as well. So starting here in bar 5, that's the start of the second section, proceeds then to bar 13, and then goes back to bar 5, and we go to the second time bar. There are 3 verses. What I'm going to do is because we've got time today, I'm going to play it all the way through, and you'll see the score following along on screen. Decide which part you want to sing. Okay, if I just take it back to the beginning, you can see here we've got a bass part. and that's as high as it goes, their basses. So the highest note is only a B flat. Everything else is nice and low. Tenors, as you can see here, the tenore part, qual si può dir maggiore, and so on. And the highest note there is a G, but you can falsetto that if you want to. I think it would make quite a nice alto line as well. And then the top line, everyone, it's written as canto, and this could be sung by a tenor or an alto at that pitch, or sopranos up at that pitch. There are a couple of nice little G's for those of you with the first soprano persuasion. If you're singing that top line and the G is too high, they just sing the octave lower. All right, so let's follow it along. Here is the first playthrough. And you'll hear the harpsichord giving the notes, even though the harpsichord wasn't an instrument from the Renaissance. But I decided to accompany the performance today with a couple of more Renaissance sounding instruments. So we've got a lute and a theorbo, which is a discussion for a deep dive at some point in the future. Here we go, everyone. This is the first performance. Here we go. Verse 2. There we are, everyone. So that is Qual si può dir by Monteverdi. Let me take that back to the beginning. Let's have a look at those parts. I hope you enjoyed that. And we're going to sing that one all together, probably 2 or 3 times this afternoon if we have time. Now, what I thought we'd do in order to just learn the notes without worrying too much at this point about the Italian is to sing it all to that old standby. Sing everything to bar to begin with, and then we'll put the words in a minute. How's everyone doing in the comments? Good, good, good. Excellent. So let's start with the canto part, the top line. Okay, so we have a B flat provided by the bass and the theorbo and the lute, and so it kind of bounces off. Ba, 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 ba. Then you do again. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, let's sing that together, please, sopranos and tenors who want to sing the canto part. After 1, 2, 1. Ba, ba, ba. ba, 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 ba. 1, ba, 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 ba. Lovely. Now just be careful the second time we sing that line, on the second time bar, you'll see there that we carry straight on. Okay, the canto part, the soprano part, pushes on to the next page, and we can see here it goes. If I pick it up from the last note of that bar, so we sing ba 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 ba. And it's a really, really nice line, mostly moving. In fact, it's all moving by step. There will be people out there going, hang on, hang on, hang on. You've got a dotted note at the end of that bar. And this is just a way of writing out these Renaissance parts, bearing in mind that there were no bar lines in Monteverdi's original. And so what this is think of it as a crotchet tied to a quaver going across the bar line. Those of you who, like me, see that and think, you want to mark that with red pen and say see me after class. So let's put the words in now for this. Let's go from the beginning, please, Canto. Let's have a go at singing the words in. Qual si può dir maggiore. Ready? So it's Qual si può dir maggiore, qual si può dir maggiore, pianta dal ciel discesa in terra nata. Okay, takes lungs of steel, so just breathe where you need to, stagger the breathing, and that will be absolutely lovely. Now we let the rest of the choir put those nice notes underneath. We come in and interrupt at the top. We can see here, Cambrosia dolce. Look at that again. So this is the last note of bar 9. 1, 2. Okay, and for those who sing along at the tenor pitch, it's there. And I would just say to you, when you get to that D on dolce, really sing through. Let that note grow, because that creates a lovely atmosphere of the rest of the singers. Let's just sing that together. Cambrosia dolce. Ready? 1, 2. Cambrosia dolce. And then we take a breath and we sing Tanto delicata. Listen again. 1. All right, let's sing that last time. Tanto delicata. And 1. Tanto delicata. Lovely. You can see we can't rest on our laurels there, canto part, because we go straight back up and we go back to the next part. So we sing Cata pianta dal ciel discesa in terra nata. Cambrosia dolce, tanto delicata. You can see here we go to the second time bar, which is just here. You miss out the first time bar, and notice it finishes on that lovely pickety third at the end. All right, so that is how that first part goes, the canto part. Why don't we sing that first verse all together? And I do know the Italian for this is tricky. And so what we'll do is we'll sing that first verse together, and then next time we'll sing 2 verses once we've had a look at the tenor part, and then the third time we'll sing all 3. All right, so one more time from the beginning, everyone. Let me give you, actually the video will give you your notes, but here's Qual si for the canto part. For those of you sight reading along, there's the B flat for the tenor part, and for the bass here. Here we go, everyone. Ooh, wrong headphones. Si può dire maggiore, si può dire maggiore, one, 2. One, 2. Lovely. Right. Gorgeous music. Thank you, Signor Monteverdi. We will be back with him very shortly. Let's bring the teaching back on screen. Excellent. Let me just set that so that doesn't then go wrong next time I do it. Okay, marvellous. So that's the first part. How's everyone doing in the comments? Good, good, good. Glad we're enjoying it. So now let's have a look at the tenor parts, the middle line here on this lovely bit of Monteverdi. Back up to the top. Oh, helps if I click the right button. There we go. Okay, so we have the B flat in the bass part. We come in an octave above, okay? And this works perfectly well at the alto register as well, up here, okay? So we sing one. Qual si può dir maggiore? Qual si può dir maggiore? It's the same thing twice. And just really enjoy those lovely, relatively stable notes whilst everyone else is moving against you. Sing for me, please, tenore. And one. Qual si può dir maggiore? Qual si può dir maggiore? A little suggestion, it's entirely up to you, but were we all in the same room, I might suggest first time good and strong, second time perhaps as a slightly quieter echo, but that's entirely up to you. Let's look at the next line. So the canto part, the soprano / high tenor part comes in, and the bass comes in next, and the tenore part comes in here at pianta there, the last note of bar 5. And just as before, I know it's written as a dotted crotchet right at the end of the bar. Imagine it's a crotchet tied to a quaver, and that will make a bit more sense in terms of modern music. So it's 1, 2. Pianta dal ciel discesa in terra nata. And notice how this is all moving by step. So it's 1, 2. And enjoy that F sharp at the bottom. It's really lovely. So let's sing together, please, from bar 5. 1, 2. Pianta dal ciel discesa in terra nata. Lovely. And I would always say, lean on the F sharp, nata, and die away a little bit on the resolution there. Okay? We carry straight on, Cambrosia dolce. And so we've just sung, we go up to the B flat, we sing 1, 2. Cambrosia dolce, Cambrosia dolce, tanto delicata. Lovely, lovely music, isn't it? Let's listen to that again. Cambrosia dolce. 1, 2. All sort of meandering around the G, A, B flat sort of area. Let's sing that together, please. Tenors and altos are singing along as well. Cambrosia. 1, 2. Cambrosia dolce, Cambrosia dolce, tanto delicata. And notice that the first time bar, it's short. The second time bar, kata, we hold it for 2 minim beats there. So there we are, tenors. That's twice. We sing that, and then of course we move on to the next verse. So what we'll do now, everyone, is we'll have that performance again, and this time we'll have 2 verses rather than 1. Now the Italian, as I say, for this is challenging. I am not in any way an Italian speaker. Many apologies to Annalisa and anyone else watching from Italy for any mistakes I'm making. But you know, it's one of the lovely things about a digital choir like Home Choir. We can enjoy ourselves. We can try it out, and you know, if we make a mistake, there's nobody really here to hear us other than me. So anyway, let's enjoy ourselves. Let's sing this. We're going to do 2 verses this time, and then we're looking at the bass part. But those who want to sight read along, basses, there's your B flat. Tenors, this one's all about your part, and then the canto part for high tenors and for sopranos. Here we go, everyone. Oh, hang on. One more time, so everyone. Yeah. I forgot I'd turn the volume down. It's a typical teacher issue. Here we go. One more time. 2 verses. And...
si può dir maggiore, si può dir maggiore,
Verse 2. There we are, everyone. Splendid stuff. Now I'm going to turn the volume back up so I don't make the same mistake twice. Excellent. How are we doing in the comments? Good, 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 good. Okay. Now, for those of you who are thinking, as I almost certainly would in your position, the Italian, it's just so tricky. Just sing it to bar. Honestly, bar, 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 and just enjoy the shape of the music. It's one of the things, as I say, about singing in a choir. It's supposed to be fun, so don't worry too much about the language. If you're finding it tricky, just sing to bar. Okay, so one more part to learn, and this is the basso part here. Okay, my people here. So we can see here at the start basses, it's basically a little bit of a play around on a B flat major scale. Qual si può dir maggiore, qual si può dir maggiore. Okay, same thing twice, coming in on that first note. Ready? 1, 2. Qual si può dir maggiore, qual si può dir maggiore. Lovely. Well done. Now on to the next part. We go from thinking of it as in B flat to a feeling of G minor. Although, of course, these keys didn't exist in Monteverdi's time. These were modes. So we've just sung a B flat. Our next note is there. Okay, now quite handily, sopranos, the canto part gives us a D, which helps us sort of orient ourselves slightly. So from the start of bar 5, it's 1. Pianta dal ciel discesa in terra nata. So lots of lovely descending and ascending by step. Listen to it again. Just that all-important drop from the dominant to the tonic at the end. Sing for me, please, basses from bar 5. After 1, 2, 1. Pianta dal ciel discesa in terra nata. Lovely, lovely. And those of you again learning Italian, running these vowel sounds into each other. Discesa in terra. Bitesize in TENOR. They just meld from one to the next. And again, if it's too tricky, just sing it to bar. Okay, so we've just sung nata. We jump up the octave. Cambrosia dolce, Cambrosia dolce, tanto delicata. Short note first time, long second time. Let's sing that together. Cambrosia dolce. 1, 2. Cambrosia dolce, Cambrosia dolce, tanto delicata. Long G, as I say, on the second time, but a short one on the first one. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's sing through the whole thing. All right, please, as I say, if the Italian is giving you any worries or any stress, don't worry about it. Just sing along to bar and enjoy the shape of this sublime music from the master of the very, very early Baroque. And just one little thing for those of you who are music theory nerds like me, one of the things I love about this is how effortlessly did you notice there's one bar that's not, rather than in two in a bar, that has a feeling of three in a bar? And you get this da 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 da. That bar just before the first and second time bar in the second section has 3 beats in it. That just gives it that little bit of pep, gives it a bit of kick, makes it feel much more like a dance. So everyone, let's enjoy. Let me just quickly remind you of the meaning of the words of this lovely, lovely piece. And as I've said, if you've enjoyed learning this one with me today, well, do look up Monteverdi's works, his canzonettas, his madrigals, his vespers, his sacred choral music, his operas. It's all phenomenal. So do enjoy. Here we go, everyone. Qual può dir, the full thing. Enjoy.
Qual può dir, maggiore, qual può dir, maggiore,
There you are, everyone. Very, very well done. Very well sung. And that's the first bit of Monteverdi we've actually learned here on the channel. I can guarantee you it will not be the last. I had such fun recording that. I love the sound of that early Italian, late Renaissance, early Baroque. Oh, it's wonderful. Well, everyone, thank you for being here today. I do hope you've enjoyed our bite-sized Baroque. Special treat next week. Bit of French Baroque music. Chœur de Trembleur. A wonderful, wonderful piece for shivering, chattering teeth chorus. More on that at the weekend when I announce the pieces for next week. But do look it up. Fantastic piece. And do come along on Fun Friday for something completely different. I mean, where else? Which other choir will offer you in the space of a week what we've offered you? Rockin' Robin, Monteverdi, Funiculi Funicola, a Renaissance sacred sing, and a brand new piece called Useless at Sport, only here on Homechoir. So do come along on Friday. We're going to have a lot of fun. Those of you out there at the moment in need of hugs, A big virtual hug to you, and of course everyone here in the comments. Bless you for being such wonderful supports and supporters of each other. So we'll see you very, very soon. Do take care. If you inquire of the earth, I may see you later on, but otherwise it's all about Fun Friday. Take care, everyone. See you soon. All the best. Bye bye.